So it's a very interesting juncture for the markets. We all know that over the last 4 or 5 days, there's been a major spike on the Brent crude prices, which has put a very direct impact on the Nifty trends. Last week, we were almost at 24,400 mark, and today we are tottering around the 23,600 to 800 band. Now, there are some very important changes which have happened on the charts for Brent crude. Now, I'll look at this on 3 major fronts. The first one, as you can see, is on the major trendline resistance. The Brent crude prices at the current levels, from the bounce of 70 levels to almost 100 where we are, we have hit the third major band of a resistance, as you can see on the trend line. This could be very, very important and crucial. This could probably indicate that maybe over the near term, the indicators are getting a little bit more on the saturated side, and you might expect the Brent crude prices, just basis on the pure technical charts and the recent 2 occurrences, to try and cool off back to maybe 95, 96 levels, potentially over the next few days. The second and the more important chart which we look out for is that what had happened into this entire move for Brent crude from 120 first, 70 later, and then back towards 100 mark. In the process of falling from that 120 levels, early 2026 towards 70 mark, and then this bounce back, we've completed this major, retracement barrier. This is the 61.8 retracement for Brent crude, which we've completed. Technically, a retracement back to that 61.8 mark is generally a major retracement complete, and then the initial course of price action resumes, which means a very high possibility that from here on, over the next few weeks, you might see the Brent crude prices tapering off. The third and the most important chart is that when the crude oil prices were falling from that $118 per barrel mark, there was a major gap which was seen on the Brent crude prices. Now, gaps are like vacuums. They act as magnets on the charts. And when the prices complete and close this gap, a major mean reversion gets completed. So that's also happened for Brent crude prices. Now we look at this effect on the Nifty 50 charts. And in the last 27 days, we've been saying that the markets have been grinding through this major trading range. The gap for the index on the Nifty 50 after today's move towards 23,600 levels, that's also filled. So all of these fronts, looking at the crude charts, looking at the Nifty 50 charts, the derivatives indicators, a very strong probability that at least over the near term, going into next week, the crude oil prices may have topped out, and you might be looking at some cool off happening there.